Rawteur, if you thought NFTs were dead, think again. Sony, Disney, and Warner Brothers are invading reality TV with them. A new startup called RAD TV just launched the Real Metaverse. It's a reality show that isn't even reality. It's an animated cartoon with NFT avatars like Bored Apes and Doodles wandering around in Hollywood-style sets. And to watch it, they want you to mint what they call a Stream Pass NFT. It costs 0.025 ETH, which is about 85 bucks, and they've capped them at about 9,158 total. So as usual with this type of thing, it's more scarcity because they just put a random number on the amount of these NFTs that are available. But the funny part is you don't even need one. You could just pay $6.99 a month or $29.99 a month, which seems excessive, for a premium tier and get the same content without the NFT. So what's the benefit to shelling out $85 up front? Lifetime access? To what? A content desert? I mean, look around at the biggest streamers, Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus. Even with giant budgets, they're struggling to create enough shows, preserve their libraries, and keep people subscribed month to month. So do we really think RAD TV has the money to license a slate of Hollywood grade shows before anyone even buys in? I mean, go check their site right now. Everything on there is AI generated. The trailers, the shorts, the music videos, literally everything. And now I'm not knocking the independent creators that are uploading there because they can only gain by putting their work on another platform. But the owners, with this business model, it's kind of puzzling. So the reason that I'm skeptical about this business model, besides the NFT thing in general, is that most people buy NFTs hoping to flip them later, right? We know this. But if RAD TV is this obscure, who exactly are you going to be selling to? It's, you know, when you have a market that small, it means you might not even make one flip, let alone 2 or 3. And as demand rises, resale prices are going to rise as well, which would then shrink your audience because fewer people can afford to buy this stream pass. And we know that streaming thrives on scale. We see it. We see the headlines every single month. RAD TV is trying to thrive on scarcity, and that math doesn't work. And then there's the fundamental NFT flaw nobody likes to talk about. When you buy an NFT, you're not buying the actual video or image. You're buying a token that points to a link somewhere on the internet. So if that link gets taken down or moved, your NFT becomes nothing but a receipt for something that no longer exists. Now, let's focus back on the creators, because what I really don't understand is the why for them. I know I just said that I'm not knocking them because they can only gain, but unless there's a very good reason, why would you jump into this? I mean, it's like me with this very video right here. I mean, sure, I could throw it up on DLive or even upload it to IMDb. I mean, those platforms do exist, and they might have some tiny audience that would be interested in my content, but is the juice worth the squeeze? I mean, reformatting, re-uploading, learning the quirks of a brand new system, all to reach an audience that might barely move the needle for me. On YouTube, Patreon, or Twitter, I mean, fans can tip you or join a membership instantly. On RAD TV, your audience would have to get a crypto wallet, learn how to use it, and buy a digital item that, again, they don't truly own. That's a lot of friction, and that's a massive ask. So now I'm thinking those are some massive names, you know, Sony, Disney, Warner, like what are they thinking? And then there it is. They're listed as backers, but we can't mistake that for them actually creating content for RAD. It's more like how Google throws money at dozens of experimental projects and sees what sticks, while most of them quietly die in the Google graveyard. That kind of backing isn't a safety net. It's more of a lottery ticket. From a macro perspective, this isn't Netflix reinvented. This is a company trying to turn every show, every episode, every clip into something you buy, hold, and pray someone else will pay more for later on. So from their side, it's instant cash and royalties every time something's flipped. But from your side, it's friction, risk, and deja vu from a market we've already watched implode. And honestly, the only way I see this kind of model truly working is if we went full dystopia, like Gamer or The Running Man. Now imagine prisoners fighting to the death on an island while people bet on who survives. That's the level of spectacle where an NFT pass starts to feel like a real gamble. And don't tell me there's no appetite, because just recently, a bunch of inmates escaped from a jail and people were literally placing bets online on who would get caught last. Online gambling is everywhere. Prize picks, roulette, stake, you see the ads every day. Now, we're not there yet, but you can feel that appetite growing. And in the meantime, RAD TV is reheating yesterday's Chef Boyardee and calling it ramen today. So tell me, would you pay $85 for a lifetime pass to a platform built on scarcity with AI-generated shows, hoping someone else will pay more for your NFT down the road? Or do you see this as Sony and Disney and Warner trying to hijack a genre some of us actually liked and turning it into a crypto casino? If this is your first time here, welcome in. If you've been here before, hopefully you're subscribed. And for more raw reports, check out this video right here.